since I've been working, I really haven't gotten no me time, so this is a good time for me. But I've never been down here, so this is my first time. This is all of the Greenway Water Trail. Now, I'm not going to go on the trail because, like I said, it is November. I mean, it's a beautiful day to be in November. These are the birds you can find out here. Awesome. This is just, so I'll try and get this so you can read it a little bit. It's also part of the Mohican Neck, part of the Mohican Neck, but this is way down from that, but very beautiful place, beautiful scenery. I don't like to show myself now that I'm old. I don't like to show myself too much on these videos. Right now I'm also working on some Christmas vids. Like I said, the only time I really get time for myself is when I'm doing stuff for the production company or making videos for YouTube. It's the only time I really get any time anymore, and I really don't see Veronica, and I don't really see too many people. Actually, I don't get a chance to. I try to make a Sunday. Even though I'm on call, I still try to make Sunday for Terry and spend a little time with him. And I'd like to thank everybody. I mean, I just made it. I think I did. It keeps going up and down with subscribers. I think I made 600, and I just like to thank everybody who's been subscribed to me and who has been very supportive of my videos. And it does mean a lot. I also like to talk about this thing that happened in Paris, France. It's very sad. And it's very, it's a terrible thing that happened. And unfortunately for the people in the towel head wraps, who played a big role in this, and I've always believed that, because they come into our country, Islamic or whatever the fuck they are, they're a piece of garbage, and I want you to know that. You're the people who destroy everything and anything. Not all of you, the majority of us. It's like having another Hitler, and that's what I look at you as. I think you're a piece of shit. You come in here and take our money, take our jobs, or go back to your country. I think it's fucking terrible, man. We want to thank Obama and his wonderful wife. But there's a picture up on Facebook not too long ago I was really sickened by. Why the American anthem was being played. It's the American anthem. His no good piece of crap, what he calls wife, just sitting there disrespecting her, dishonorable the American, and saying that in a comment she made, she said that Americans were all lazy. Now mind you, everywhere you go, you got the lazy ones and you got people who work hard. And I mean, and then she puts down other countries. But did she put down Islamic, whatever the hell they're called? No, she never did. But she put down the Americans with the American where she is. And she had the guts to put down Great Britain. Now, and Canada, mind you. Now, I read this. I'm not much into politics. I want to know the difference between Muslim, Islamic. I think they're all the fucking same. Take off the fucking little sketchy little off their fucking head there and come back down to earth, okay? It's not Halloween every day in the country, so you don't need to use a towel wrap. You women need to take that little dot off that says, I am here, and get rid of the motherfucker. Be human. You don't see people in other countries doing that, do you? Nope, just those motherfuckers. And that's probably India, but they're all the same to me. I go into a store, I'm treated like shit, and I'm a customer, and there's one that works there. I'll walk the fuck out. I don't have time for that bullshit. And I'm not here to discriminate. I take that back. I am prejudiced against them. I am prejudiced against Islamics. I'll be the first one to admit it. I don't understand their shit. I don't want to. All I know is that they're killers. And I'm not saying all of them. We're all good, bad, and all of us, I suppose. Sorry, this might be a little long vlog of the week, but you never hear me on this, and we're usually always joking. But when it comes to serious situations like this, what happened over in Paris, France, it's terrible. What's happened over in Greece is terrible too. I've been really paying attention to it, but like I said, I don't understand it. I don't want to sit there and say I'm really a high IQ on this shit and I can understand it. I know what I see in videos and I know what I read. You would be better off, let's put it this way. If you want to be a criminal, get into politics. Because once they're in there and they get voted in, they'll bullshit you just to get in there. And then once they get in there, then they're really fucking bullshit and they fuck you over, you know. So I don't know if this video is, I should be even saying all this stuff, or it's just my feelings on what I think of fucking politics. It sucks. And this is pretty weird too. You gotta check this out. I know I'm going back and forth here, but this is what Vlog of the Week is all about. Have a great fucking time. Are you having a good time yet? Oh, stay with me. The day is still young. But the other thing, let's talk about relationships. Because here is where, for every relationship that I've been in, it's like, I feel like I've always been the one doing something wrong. No matter how hard I tried, I did something wrong. And that's what it is. But yet, you find these pieces of shit on these fucking, and I mean this goes for guys, women feel the same way about guys, but women will sit there and fuck with you. They'll sit there and have other guys on the side and play with your damn head. Really? I mean, this is bullshit. They play games. You go up on the internet, you go to meet them. I've heard so many stories, and they're horror stories. I had a friend about 4 years ago, maybe less than that. He came up and he said, Tara, I went on this dating site. He was all happy about going on this dating site. He gets to this lady's house. They go out, which he should have never went to her house anyway. But they were on her to go out to the bar. She gets a little couple of drinks in her. Then she decides to tell my buddy, I am half man and half woman. I guess they call that I don't know if it's girly boy. Instead of being honest with him and tell him I am a transvestite, before they meet, the poor guy had to go to therapy for that shit. Because you know what the worst part was? Is that she tells him when he's all aroused and he's thinking about having sex. Can you imagine how that must have felt? And I probably shouldn't tell people this on here, but I won't give his name, but he's a buddy of mine. It happened some years back, and it was like, wow, really? You know, and I'm surprised, my buddy, because he's like 6'2", buff as a son of a bitch, didn't break the son of a bitch's arm. I am shocked. Instead, he ended up crying because he really liked this person. They had talked for a long time. And then when it comes close to that part where he's all aroused and he finds out she's a transvestite, that just messed his head up. I mean, honestly, you gotta watch who you date, because women will play you. I saw this video, I heard about it once again on YouTube, how this one woman would get these dates online, and so freaked up, she'd fucking kill them. She'd fucking take their money, rob them, and then she'd kill them. So we're all at risk. Whether you're a female, it's worse for a female, but even guys are at risk. Guys are at risk because you got some crazy bitches out there. There's women that put all these makeup on, fake it and shit, fake eyelashes. I have a daughter that does that, and she'll kill me when she sees this, but she don't really watch them anyway, but she got fake eyelash on. Like, okay, you want to be pretty, a little makeup, hey, that's fine. But to sit there and pat yourself down like you're a fucking model, shit. Women who do that is just a total turn off. Just be yourself. A little eyeliner on, maybe a little bit of lipstick. Hey, maybe Sal will let you borrow his. But you gotta look at that, and you turn around and you say, what, if I want a mannequin, I go into a store. Or if I want a blow-up doll, well, obviously I already have one. And, you know, so when you see shit like that, it's like, man. Oh, I'm taking you back here because I'm going back and forth here because this is really beautiful. I mean, it's really a beautiful day. Here, I'll take you back. I certainly hope this is recording. This is more of where I'm at. It's a Hudson River Greenway water trail site. And it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a paddle boat and going down there. It'd be pretty cool. But I'd be afraid if I ever got out of that water after being in there, I'd have 3 legs. Well, okay, 4. The middle one really doesn't count because it don't have a foot. But, you know, this is my video. I mean, it's going to be long. Veronica hopefully will work with me again in the near future. I know I've talked a lot about different things on here. You know, I wouldn't mind your opinion, or what you could tell me what you think, or you could just give me thumbs down like I got last week from some guy named Chris White, who didn't like my video very much, so he called me Frankenstein. This is okay by me because I don't give a shit. But I don't like the negativity things that happen in my own life. And let me know. My brother made a good point to me. Maybe I've been wrong all this time, and I hate to admit if I'm wrong. But I said to him, my favorite saying is, at the end of my videos, is no matter how things get, always try to wear a smile. My brother tells me, and it makes logical sense, he says, you know, Tara, that's like telling people hold themselves in, and I don't mean nothing by that, so maybe that's how you people feel about it, I don't know, that I'm telling you hold what you really feel in, and that's not the case. I've been through a lot of shit this past year. I wonder if, you know, a lot of people don't know what I go through, and I don't want to tell my problems. It's not your problem. But I've been through a lot of shit this year. Probably a real rough year, and I hope next year is so much better. But I've always tried to keep a smile and try to laugh about things, even though I shouldn't. Maybe I should take things more seriously. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to grow up. Maybe none of us do. And that's okay too. And if people can't accept for who we are or how we are, then they need to just go on with their own life and be miserable if that's what they choose. I choose not to. I've had cancer this year. I've come out with, in one of the videos you will see where I have a bad leg. I've just had a real bad year this year. Physically, I just got beat up. Put myself in danger. Stupid things, you know. You do stupid things. So, I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kids. If you remember that commercial. For those who do. But I just like to say, I don't know if it's a good thing to say. No matter how bad things get, no matter what comes in your way, try to wear a smile and try to laugh at the worst things possible. Sometimes, when like people get, I know this is a long video, I know it, and people go, oh, I ain't gonna watch it, but for instance, if your car, I'm not saying like that you should keep wearing a smile when somebody's dying or has cancer or has a heart attack or you lose the loved ones. I'm not saying, I know it's very hard to, but even looking at that realistically, you know they're in a better place than if this world is, and I hate to say the world, but what society makes this world look like. But my point of it is that don't cry over the things you can't control, like, okay, so you have to move and you got to find another place, or, you know, your car gets taken away or your car gets hit, or, you know, the little things like, I don't have the money for this bill. Well, if you don't have the money for the bill, then you turn around and you don't make the bill. You know, I guess that's what I'm saying. You know, and when you hear a lot of negativity things, you know, another thing I want to bring up too, I got to end this because this is too long. I've been talking about putting down pot. I've been a very bad on this, and I had a friend, and I call him my friend, just recently who said, you know, Terry, you sit there and you preach about drugs. I'm not talking about pot. I mean, pot is, I just don't do it, and I don't do drugs, and I could have had medicine pot or whatever, medicine marijuana if I wanted to when I was going through that. I stood there and decided to deal with the pain. And I believe the mind is much more stronger sometimes. I'm sure if it was, if cancer had just spread throughout my body, I probably wouldn't feel that way. I'd say, give me a joint, man. But my favorite thing is, I would always want to go, just give me morphine drip. Give me morphine drip, I'm happy. Don't let me die in a lot of pain. Like I said, this video is very long. I will try and cut a lot of this stuff out because I'm sure you people don't want to hear it. But with the marijuana thing, especially with lupus disease that my sister has, and the cancer that my one brother, you know, he's got leukemia, but you can live a pretty long lifespan even with it. 10 years is the max, I think they said. And, you know, I don't want to cry over, because the things that I've been through or what I've done in my life, so that's why I make light of it. I've been beaten, bloodied to a pulp. I got my ass kicked when I was a kid. I was thrown out of windows, stabbed 19 times, shot at, you know. I had so much bad happen to me. I was an abused child, you know, but I cannot let that control me. I gotta control it. Fuck it, it's in the past now. There ain't much I could do. But with these people that come up on here, you know, at my age now, you know, us old people, older people, we sit there and we do have things to teach the younger generation. But the younger generation don't want to hear that. When we grew up, well, when I grew up, I was running the streets. I didn't have no PlayStation. I didn't have no computer. And you got to give it the credit. These young people today, man, they're smart. But they're also dumb, too, because they think that partying is the way of life. Partying is good sometimes. But don't make a happy habit out of it. Because when you do that, you know what? All those smarts that you don't have no more. I think it's pretty good, you know, having a party. You know, I wouldn't mind a couple brewskis here and there. I just don't drink because, I don't know. I've already done that, I think, when I was 19, when I took too many pills and ended up dying and shit. So I just don't feel that that's what I want in my life. I'm sorry this video is so long. You can probably, well, unsubscribe from me. I'll probably go on there and find out I only got 546. When I did have 606. So, until next time, I will say this as always. God bless. Love out to yous. And no matter how things get or may look, try to wear a smile. Till next time.